Hello everyone, welcome back to NFL Imperialism Episode 3. We had a crazy Episode 2 with Arizona taking over a bunch of land and becoming the new leader. With 14 teams eliminated, we are down to just 18 left, trying to conquer the United States. If you don't know how this works, go check out Episode 1. I explain it all. Basically, in short, we spin a wheel, so we get a team selected, then we spin an arrow that shows where this team is trying to expand, and then if they go into another team's land or territory, we play a game, simulate a game between them. The winner takes the other team's land, and we basically are just going to go until one team controls the entire nation. But without any further ado, let's get into it here with our first wheel spin. And our first team is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. Let's take a look at the Ravens' piece of land. They are right here, right next to Washington's right there. But they're going to be right there, so they could play Washington, Pittsburgh, or Buffalo, depending on where this arrow lands. And it will be... that's going to go into Buffalo. We're going to get a game out of this. So Buffalo will be the home team since Baltimore is invading into Buffalo. We're just going to simulate this game, and the winner will be Baltimore, and Buffalo has been eliminated. That's a pretty big upset with Baltimore knocking off Buffalo. I really thought Buffalo would have had a great chance to win it as we land on San Francisco, but Baltimore is now looking like the dominant team up in the Northeast. San Francisco, we're going to get a game out of this. Could it be Arizona, or will it be Seattle? If it goes straight north, it'll be Seattle. If it goes east, it'll be Arizona, but it's going to be Seattle as it goes straight north, and we will get San Francisco at Seattle. The Seahawks take it. Wow. Seattle's going to take over San Francisco's land. Seattle now controls Oregon in the northern part of California as we land on Atlanta, a team who in Episode 1 really started dominating with a lot of land. We will not get a game out of this. They will expand. It just depends on what state they will expand to. Okay, that makes it easy. Atlanta just gets another piece of land. That expansion was huge as we now have the two powerhouses from the first two episodes, Atlanta in Episode 1, Arizona in Episode 2, now touching each other, and we could get a game between them. That would be a great one. But we're going to spin this wheel again, see what our next team is going to be. Who is it going to be? It's going to be New England. Staying up north in the northeast as we take a look at New England's land. The only way we get a game... No, we can't get a game. The only place they can expand to is right here, so we're not going to spin. After New England takes control of Vermont, our next spin is going to land on... Oh, here we go. Arizona. And the arrow points... Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. That clips, it just barely, but it clips Atlanta's territory, and we are going to get a game between the two powerhouses of the first two episodes. It will be played in Atlanta here. This is a huge game. Arizona going into Atlanta, and Atlanta wins it. We have a new leader. After Arizona completely dominated in Episode 2, taking most of California, taking Nevada, taking Texas, taking Louisiana, all sorts of places, they fall here in Episode 3 to Atlanta. And now look at Atlanta's piece of land. We are down. Over half the teams have been eliminated now. It lands on Denver here. Taking a look at Denver's piece of land, the only game we would get out of this is Atlanta, or they're just going to expand. It's going to be... Oh, we get a game out of it. They're going into Atlanta. Alright, here we go. And Denver gets the win. Oh my. Wow, they're going to take all this land. What a turn of events. That was a crazy shakeup with Denver somehow now controlling the entire south of the United States. We're going to get into our next wheel spin here. That was, I did not see that coming. Denver of all teams too, and it almost lands on them again, but it will go to New England. So we will most likely get a game with the Giants out of this. Let's just make sure though. We're gonna have to redo that because that went straight into Canada. Yeah, that's gonna be a game with the Giants in New York. So the New York Giants and the New England Patriots will be traveling in there. And the Giants take the win. Patriots fall. Here we go. Next spin. We've got the Giants again. So they will... Oh, we're guaranteed. Okay, we don't have to spin the wheel. We get in a game against the Ravens here. It'll be in Baltimore this time. And the Giants will be the one on the road. And the Ravens take the lead. So right after the Giants expand, they fall to the Ravens. Here we go. Next spin after the Ravens expand even more. We have the Steelers. Ooh. We could get a game with the Ravens, the Browns, the Bengals, or they could just expand. Here's the arrow, and it's going to be a game with the Ravens. We're going to stay in Baltimore here. It's going to be Pittsburgh this time. Can Baltimore do it again and stay alive? No, the Steelers get a narrow 1-point 10-9 victory, and will take all of Baltimore's land. And if there are any Washington fans wondering if they're even in the series since they haven't popped up, they are. They're right here, very tiny, around that little splotch of red around all these the Steelers gold. They haven't popped up on the wheel, haven't been invaded at all. But here we go, coming in with our next spin. We have just 9 teams left. We are getting down to the very, very end here. Here's our next spin. And Kansas City, first time we've landed on them. They have stayed untouched this whole time. We could get a game with Indy or possibly a game with Denver here. And Kansas City will just expand. On to the next wheel spin. Nothing really major happens there. Kansas City just expands a little bit. We land on the Bengals now. We should get a game out of this. It could be Indy, could be Pittsburgh, could be Cleveland. It will be... Ooh, I think that's Pittsburgh. We're going to get a game here in Pittsburgh between the Steelers and the Bengals. Another divisional rivalry game. We've gotten a couple of these. Most recently, the last one was Pittsburgh and Baltimore. We got the Steelers and we got the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner is the Bengals, and the Bengals will take all of this land. Next spin coming in after the Bengals, without doing anything really at the start, now take over a huge chunk of land. We land on Washington. Finally, they pop up. Their tiny little piece of land here. We'll either get a game with Cincinnati, or they will just expand for the first time. And it's going to be... Ooh, that's a game with Cincinnati, I think. It most definitely is in Cincinnati. I think that the Bengals should win this one. Oh my god. What? The Commanders upset them 7-6. And Washington's going to go from this to having all that. Alright, this is going to be our last wheel spin of the episode. Next episode will be the final part. We land on the Broncos. Oh, this is a big one. This is a huge one. Since their logo is just here, they're probably going to have to just expand. But I want to see if we can get a game out of this. So if it goes east, we're going to have them play Seattle. Here's the spin. Okay, and it's going to go up north. They will take this right here. That'll end our episode. That's going to do it for episode 3 here. Episode 4 will most likely be the final part where we will decide our winner. Right now, the most dominant team by far is the Broncos, controlling a ton of land. And then up here, Washington kind of came out of nowhere. But we'll see who's going to end up winning this thing. I'm really excited to finish it off soon. But that's all I got. If you guys did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe. Be ready for part 4 coming out tomorrow. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.